Welcome to episode 86 of the Army Think Tank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And how are we doing this week?
It's been busy. Like, Saturday was busy. I went to the Ampias, so that was pretty crazy and
You look
busy.
gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you.
I already told you, but I'm gonna say it again.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. So I had a really good time. Yeah. And other than that, like, work has just been busy.
Well,
that kind of
a
stuff.
trailer dropped this week.
It did.
Are you now allowed to tell?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I've been telling.
It's fine. I mean, the trailer's out, so it's not like it's not existing.
That's true. Do you want to tell, or should I tell?
Doesn't matter.
So, that's the first trailer, right?
Yeah, the first.
So the first trailer for the HBO show The Last of Us, the adaptation for the video game, has been released this week, and that's the super secret work job that Jess has been doing, like, for the past basically year.
Yeah.
The cat is out of the bag.
It is. Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I think I will probably feel a little bit different when it's like I actually see the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, the biggest show ever filmed in North America. And of a video game that I love. Like, I love The Last of Us.
Game.
It's such a good game. I can't say like anything about anything, but yes, I worked on the show. So
I've been saying it for like the whole time, like from when you basically like heard that you would be working on it. I was like, I'm so freaking proud of you, and like seeing that trailer, I'm just like, oh my god, my friend worked on this.
Yeah, it's gonna be really like weird to see my name in the credits, but yeah, I'm really proud and like really excited to see the show in its entirety.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Like, I can say I worked in the post-production, so I've seen like all the footage from day one all the way to the end. So yeah, I'm really excited for everybody to finally like see it and for it to like air and stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. In less amazing news, well, I'm back from my vacation, as you can probably tell.
Yes, how was your vacation?
Vacation was great. We had like very good weather. It was like
more amazing.
Like actually like fall weather, so like sweater weather kind of.
Oh, I love that.
It was sunny basically the whole time we were there, like overcast.
Yes.
Had some very good food. Had a lot of fun with our friend.
Amazing.
But if I do sound weird, it's because I caught a cold. Like drastic change in temperature. My mom is the same. Drastic change in temperature will do that.
Sure.
That's what happened. And I fucked my knee, my good knee. But more on that next week because I'm seeing my doctor tomorrow. But otherwise, like we had it was like a really, really good time.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, we're leaving in another like 3 weeks to another destination, so see how that goes, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to Vancouver.
I mean, you're also going on vacation soon.
Yes. Going to Vancouver for the weekend. Really looking forward to it. Obviously, because I get to see Kat and Lenny, so we're gonna have such a good time. And Pre also.
Yeah.
I'll have, like,
but also, like, speaking of vacation, I'm also like knowing that Tanya is finally able to like see her family and friends in Chile makes me so freaking happy.
Yeah, I've been watching her Instagram stories.
I'm sure you've been seeing her Instagram. Like,
yeah.
It just fills me with so much joy. I was like, speaking of like vacation and traveling.
Yes, yeah.
I was just like, just being able to see like a group chat, just like being themselves again.
Yeah.
Like post-COVID. I'm putting it in quotations.
Yeah, it's still here, but like I get what you mean.
I mean, we already knew that it was going to be a thing that we will have to like start to learn to live with.
Yeah.
That like most of the diseases, it will never like truly go away, but we are kind of in that post extreme stage.
Yes.
Like we're getting there.
We're getting there. I agree. It's like it's like that.
But yeah, I'm just happy like being able to like travel and like people being able to like visit each other.
Yeah.
That just warms my heart.
It's nice.
You know.
I love it. I like personally for me, like I love traveling. I could like travel all the time if I could. And honestly, this year I really have.
You really have.
I like been to 3 American states, been to Vancouver like 3 times, so I feel like
yeah, you really have.
Yeah.
You've been places.
I've been places, so I don't know. It's the year of travel, I guess. Gotta get.
We're getting back into it, basically.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
But let's get into them, you know.
The news that you all are here for, realistically, let's be honest.
We're just chatting, but at the end of the day, we are not the ones who want to know about, I guess. But still, while we're talking about traveling, let's just talk about my bias for a second.
Min Yoongi, we need to have a conversation because I can't have you out here being so beautiful at the airport, showing us all up. Like I can't live in a world where that happens because it's just a no. Absolutely not.
So for those who don't know, Yoongi, I think today showed up at the airport because he's going somewhere.
I believe he's going to Japan because the Warriors and the Giants, I believe, are playing a basketball game in Japan, so that's why he's
like the boy's traveling. My God. If you haven't seen the video of him like having to like pull down his mask, take off his beanie for ID checking,
and like run his fingers through his hair,
I am so sorry. You need to pause this, go check that out real quick, and then come back.
Yeah. Because
I even had a conversation with Lenny about it this morning, and she was like, "Yo, I just texted Cab and I'm dead," and I'm like, "What do you mean? I was dead and I'm still dying.
I'm still dying." Yeah. It's like a whole thing, and then like the Warriors.
It looks so smooth. I'm sorry.
I know. And it's long. Hybe, I swear to God, hide the scissors. Hide the scissors.
For all of them.
For all of them. I want, like, the hair that he's rocking right now is absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm so into it. And then he posted a Twitter, Instagram photo of him with a Warriors jersey. Stephen Curry quote tweeted him, "Have a great time." Like, are you serious right now? And then the Warriors went on this entire thread. Go and see the thread that the Warriors did because it's really funny. Whoever is running that account is hilarious because they have like so many photos of Yoongi. I'm like, I
mean, why would you not?
No, I love it. It's so
like,
funny.
who are you kidding?
Who are you kidding? You ain't got it. Get out of here. Get in a line. It's very long.
Okay, so I'm just like, help. I mean, you probably saw my story.
I did, yeah, I did.
It was me fangirling over Yoongi and then fangirling over you. So it is what it is, you know.
It was priorities. A lot of fangirling this morning. Yeah.
Today I was just like, woke up, blew my nose, and I was like, ouch.
Hello. I know. There was so many like things that were happening today. I don't know what it was. Jimin went live. He's gone live twice in the past 2 weeks. So this time today he was like creating a little house and he had like little trees and he was like making things. It was extremely cute, extremely like wholesome content.
It was really cute, but like the one moment where he snapped or something broke and the silence was so deafening. That was probably my favorite part. He was just like, how dare. I think he was singing and then it broke.
Yeah,
and then
he like stopped singing. And then the week before, he also did a live. And that one was more like, hey, how's it going? I miss you, kind of a vibe.
He's so sweet.
I'll
never stop saying that Jimin is like the
No.
sweetest human on this earth.
Jimin is literally like my comfort human. If I like need comfort, I'll like rewatch his lives or like watch videos of him.
We don't just like it's gonna sound weird. Just like we don't deserve dogs, we don't deserve Jimin.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We don't deserve BTS, period.
True.
But especially Jimin. We don't deserve Jimin.
We don't deserve
at
most
all.
idols, not gonna lie.
True. But I really love, again, it's exciting. Like Tae also went live.
Okay. Were you able to catch that live?
I watched a little bit of it, like the tail end of it. It was like 2 minutes. It was ridiculous.
He went live for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Not even.
He was like, I'm testing.
I was in the hotel and I was able to catch it. And so basically it was like, I saw the button. I wanted to know if it worked. So I clicked on it.
Him also saying, why can't armies do a live too? I'm like, boy, if you don't, like, no.
And then he basically was like, hopefully the staff don't catch me. And I think he was caught by staff.
Probably.
I think that's what happened. Because otherwise I have a full feeling that he would have stayed on longer.
Maybe. I also think he was like testing it out to see if it, like, I don't think he has tried the new live, which is probably why he's testing it out.
But my dude is so funny.
He's
like, why?
Like, just so hilarious. I can't with him, honestly, most times. And I was actually, okay, so I had a moment when I was going through his, like, because usually, like, you'll get all the notifications and then I'll go through each one of them one by one and, like, take a look and then read the translation and then go back and forth. I was, like, reading and I had, like, glanced at one thing that he said and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the coffee's not that bitter. And then I was like, wait a minute, did I just understand this sentence? I'm sorry, what? Because, like, my first reaction, I didn't even hit the translate button because I was like, coffee's not bitter. He was, like, talking about how, like, all coffee's bitter in this, like, sentence he was saying to another army. And I was like, coffee's not bitter. And then I was like, hello? Did I just understand something?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. And there was one other one that I was like, I know what that says.
Yeah, I watched this, I watched the Witch Part 2 with Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the week before we left.
Yeah.
Forgetting that my favorite Korean actor is in it.
Oh my god.
And I picked it, like, randomly, too. He was like, pick a number between 1 and 6. I chose 7, so he went with 6, and that's what happened, you know.
Yeah.
And I so happened to pick the Korean movie with my favorite actor in it. And he was like, oh, can you read this? I was like, I can read it very slowly, but that doesn't mean I understand what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's
I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Like, my vocabulary isn't great, obviously, because I haven't learned that many words to make sentences.
Loan words, I'll be able to tell you what it is.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
Otherwise, no.
It was just kind of, like, it was, like, one of those moments where I was like, oh my god, okay, like, I can do this. Like, I can learn a language, like, even though it's taking me.
That's a big moment.
I was just like, oh my god. And I was like talking to my like gamer bros at the same time, and I was like, Matt, I understood something in Korean. It was this whole thing. It was really funny. But yeah, Tae, like, obviously on Weverse has been like commenting and hilarious, and Jimin with his 2 lives. I think he also said that he's gonna come back like next week. Like, what is going on? I mean, his birthday is like
coming up.
It's coming up, like not next week, but the week after.
Like 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So
speaking of Jimin and his birthday.
Jimin Chi.
Me, myself, and Jimin. ID chaos. Help.
I don't really, like, I know that this is gonna be a silent pause in the video because I don't know how to, like, truly quantify my feelings into
that
a
silence
way.
spoke volumes from the both of us.
Because, like, I don't know how to quantify my feelings in a way that will make sense. Basically, he's destroying us. The leather,
Again.
the white, the black, the masks. I don't know what's happening, and I'm just, like, along for the ride, I guess, because it is what it is.
So, I mean, you personally probably already know. When that came out and I got the notification on my phone, I was about 30 minutes from boarding my first flight back home. I was in an airport, in a very public place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where, might I add, masks are not mandatory flying domestically right now.
Right.
So I was just drinking my coffee. I had my mask down.
Oh no.
Let's just say it could have ended worse than it did.
He really do be out here.
My mouth was hanging open for a couple minutes.
Like,
until I realized I wasn't in the privacy of my own home. So
I gotta say, like, only Jimin could pull something like this off. Like, honestly.
And I mean, like 5 minutes ago, we're saying how sweet he was.
Yes. That is the dichotomy of Park Jimin at this point. Like, he really just lures you in with the sweetness and then bam!
It's like sucker punch.
Pretty much, yeah. And the new photos that got released with like the low cut shirts.
Squeeze me.
Chapter 2 has been a lot, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive much longer.
I mean, it's already a miracle we survived this long. Let's be real.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I'll just be on the floor. Like you'll come. You'll come have to like rescue me and pick me up because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive.
Yeah, I'll take a flight.
Okay.
Though I have to have a wheelchair right now, but I'll take a flight.
That's fine. That's fine. Just come pick me up. I don't know how to deal with it.
That was the first experience for me. Like I see Jimin, I injure myself, and then I end up in a wheelchair. So
I mean, it's the typical
correlated.
Progression. Maybe.
Clowns.
Literal clowns. Literal clowns.
Well, we're on the 95s. This is something I didn't know. Tae will be a special DJ.
He was this morning, yeah. So he was
this morning and tomorrow.
Yeah. He's a special DJ. I saw all the the press photos and stuff. It was really cute.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was the radio show. And he was talking about
I had a radio show and I didn't know what it was. I'm just like, you're cute. He's taking care of ARMY, telling them to eat.
Yeah. That's why. So that's the part of this morning on the radio show, and he was just like talking about like ARMY obviously and BTS and just like his life, and yeah, it was really sweet. His voice is just like butter.
He's got the radio voice.
Butter.
I think they have a single called Butter, I guess.
Yeah. Honestly, he do be
what
smooth like butter, sliding into those DMs,
like a criminal undercover,
breaking into your heart like that.
Oh God. Even he's not impressed.
This is the chaos you sign up for, to be honest.
Well, while we're on music side kind of thing, we got the Hyundai version of Yet to Come.
Yes, so it's an English version of Yet to Come. Okay, so Yet to Come as like a single has a very obviously like personal place in like all of ARMY's hearts right now because it's the last single of them moving on to chapter 2, and so
chapter 2 and everything.
There's a lot of emotions that are behind that. I get why they did it in English for the Hyundai sort of global change.
Yeah, like the appeal to like every country they actually sell.
For sure. personally, I love the Korean version a lot more.
I
Uh,
mean, you know.
it's it's just like, of course the English version is fine, and they did an amazing job with it. And as always, like the lyricism is just so good,
Yeah.
as we know from like Namjoon and Suga and J-Hope really taking the
Well,
reins
also
on
there's also
those.
the fact that like if like when like a song is like purposely like written in a specific language or a
Yeah,
specific way,
yeah,
sometimes it can feel kind of awkward having like the English version of it.
yeah,
Like a good example of this would be like ITZY's English releases for their
ooh,
title tracks. Like
yeah.
the earlier ones were like kind of mad. It was just trying to appeal, but like the closer you got like present time, like you see that they've actually like made effort into it.
Yeah, yeah, the
And I'm not
progression.
saying that like BTS like this because it was made for like Hyundai and everything. It
Yeah,
is like purposely made that way, but you always have your like preference, which is
yeah,
totally fine, you know.
yeah, yeah. Mine is the Korean. I
Oh,
think
me too.
I think, part of that is the like personal connection that we have with Yet to Come, and the fact
Mm-hmm.
that that song just means so much to us in so many different ways. I feel like I personally could have done without an English version. Like I get why they did it for Hyundai, because like it makes sense with like
Yeah.
their global change and like their journey of trying to make the world better. Like Yet to Come, the lyrics of that really fit well into that message. Um but yeah, I'm
Mhm.
Korean version all the way.
Love the photos though.
Oh yeah, the
They
photos
know how
are
to they
great.
know how to pose with cars.
Thank you, Hyundai, for that one.
But yeah, I was just like, I mean, one more version will never be a bad thing, you know.
No,
I mean, what Dynamite has 12, so
yes, that is very true,
it was
actually.
6 per like mini album kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
12 versions.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Butter also has four, so
Listen, at this point, Dynamite is kind of hard to beat on the remixes
it's
when you think
true.
about
It's true. I
it.
saw this edit actually of speaking of like Dynamite remixes. There was one on there. Oh, what was it called? It was like something to do with like clowning or something like that. And I was like, that's on the remix. I had to like go and check because I was like, that makes sense that it was in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't, by the way, like that.
Oh, like edits are so good that
They're
we're
so
like
good. They were.
just
It was so
just
funny.
like the freaking like person that edited like a 7 on the back of a random dude and made this thing that it was like Yoongi, and I'm just like, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I fell for that one hard on TikTok. Just to realize that it was
Too. So,
fake.
y'all sometimes are too realistic. I don't like it.
It, I mean, I also feel like a black and white photo makes it like really like a lot easier to like
Oh,
feel it real. So,
absolutely. Yeah, totally.
but yeah. Um. So Rush Hour.
Oh, okay. It's so good.
It's so good.
Like so
It
good.
it got released like right before I left
Yeah, so we
for
didn't
my
make
trip.
we didn't make a reaction to it, but
So the first thing I did is like put it on my playlist,
yeah.
download it so I could listen to it on the plane.
Oh, it's so groovy. J-Hope's part in it is just chef kisses. Also his like little dances to me, like I saw a lot of armies saying like the homage to like the different
Yeah.
and I saw that like especially the mic drop one was very
Mm-hmm.
obvious to me. I was like that is definitely mic drop.
Yeah.
Like I can't unsee it now.
But it was just kind of funny where like Crush was like, oh, I spent like 2 to 3 weeks like learning this choreo and you
Yeah.
mastered it in 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, it's J-Hope from BTS. Like, what do
It's
you
dance
expect?
teacher J-Hope. What did
Come
you expect?
on.
And I mean, he's been
Yeah,
dancing his whole
whole
life.
life, like
Like
obviously.
yes, like he's been with BTS for like
Yeah,
over a decade, but
yeah,
he's been dancing his whole
yeah, yeah.
fucking life.
Crush is like the sweetest person too. I like saw a lot of his like Instagram posts being like, I'm #1 in how many countries? Like, and this is the first time for him that those things, like, those are milestones for him.
Yeah.
Because he's never gotten them before. So the
Is
fact
he
that
like a more recent artist? I didn't get the chance to check.
I don't think so. Let me
We're both gonna go check.
let me look it up. I'll look it up. He also did an interview with IU on her
oh my god, and
channel.
Jhope sent snacks for everyone, including the staff.
That's so cute. Yeah, so Jhope sent snacks.
Oh.
And Crush
2012.
Yeah. So not like
no, 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
He debuted like the year before BTS.
Yeah. So
he's so cute.
He was like saying on there like thank you so much to Jhope and thank you to ARMY, which I was like, oh, you're so sweet. Like he like bowed
he also
to
did
all of us.
like the interview with Yoonji too.
Yes.
Where, like she gets them drunk and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of really funny.
It was really funny. And then Jhope was on his channel to do like a little interview as well. And that one was also like really sweet. Jhope, like, man, he is just such a, I don't know, like calming presence to everybody.
I mean, it's not a joke when we say he's a literal sunshine.
Yeah, like he
That's
just
because he is.
He is. Like he just lights up every single room he's in. And the fact that people
this
are so
boy
comfortable.
Smiles and he like
it radiates. Yeah. It's just like it's one of those things that you just want to like be in the same room with him because you're just like so happy. Like it's just amazing. And I'm so glad like I said, this song is so good. It's so good. Groovy. It's so dancey. Like it just makes you want to like, I don't even.
I mean, that's what you would expect from like a hip hop, like R&B genre, you know?
Yeah.
But it just like went above and beyond.
Oh, definitely. And again, like Jhope's first verse in that is like exceedingly well. I feel like, you know, since he's released Jack in the Box, we've gotten to see a lot more different sides of him and his like musical talent and range.
In some way, he feels like more free.
Yeah.
Especially like on his musical side.
Oh, definitely. Because like, I don't think like a couple of years ago, I don't know if I would have seen Jhope on a track like this, but ever since Jack in the Box, I'm like, yeah, like this is a Jhope song too. It makes
100%.
sense. Yeah. And like the fact that it has like the choreo with it and the groovy like bass, it's just
Jhope is like very much of like a groovy kind of person. You could kind of feel it in Ego a little bit.
Yes,
but not as much, obviously.
Not as much.
But it makes sense, you know.
Definitely. And there's a couple of songs on Jack in the Box too where I was like, oh yeah, this is like there's lots of really good connections to the type of music that he's like getting into now. It's like
when I listened to it for the first time, I was like, this is very much a Hobie track.
Oh yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah, and Crush is like really good on it. I think this is definitely the first
Their
time
voices go well together too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like they have like similar tones and like similar voices. Yeah.
And I think this is like the first song maybe not the first song I listened to by Crush, but definitely the first one that I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah. Like I would definitely
because I've never been like that much of like a hip hop like R&B kind of person anyway.
Yeah,
like especially before BTS, I didn't really listen to anything like sometimes like hip hop, rap, whatever.
Right.
But hey, if the song is good, I will listen to it. That's something that's always been a thing.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I love it.
It's so good. Go listen to it. Go stream it. Go buy it. Like, do all the things because it's amazing. It is amazing.
So, have you finally listened to the like theme song for StarSeekers?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Yeah. It very much gives you like the magical vibes that it needs.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to listen to it while I'm reading the like StarSeekers because I feel like that'll really give like a nice connection to the
I think you'll like it a lot.
You know, I do love the fact that they're coming out like they have this like webtoon series and then they're coming out with music that accompanies like it, like Stay Alive for
I mean, especially considering that like webtoon has that option to add music to like give that like three-dimensional kind of vibe. to your readings, so
For sure.
that's really cool.
And I think, you know, for TXT's side, like this is not necessarily the first time that they've gone into this like sort of animation
Yeah,
world.
that's very true.
Especially with their like music videos and concepts. I feel like that's like a natural
I mean,
progression.
even like some of the songs, like Force is very much like an anime opening kind of vibe.
Yeah. And Eternally, I feel like some of like the points in that music video are definitely like that anime vibe. Like, yeah. So there's quite a few things.
I mean, didn't they do like a whole like Japanese version dressed as like Haikyuu characters? I think it was for Runaway.
Yeah, they did. So I really love that, again, like Hybe is just expanding their I don't know, the ability to put different like types of media into the same thing and then have it still be like linked to the stuff that we already love.
Yeah, and I mean it's really smart to do so.
Oh, absolutely.
It keeps you involved. 100%.
Definitely. And it bleeds over into like their albums and stuff. Like with StarSeekers, there was an edition when you bought like which album was that? When you bought, was it Thursday's Child? I think you got like a photo card that was the StarSeekers.
I think.
Oh no, Freeze. It was Freeze.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It was Freeze. Yeah, so Freeze, you got like the Starseeker photo card, and then for even like for Proof, we got the In the Psalm photo cards, and you know, like I love this like multimedia things that they're doing because it really gives us more to enjoy and bounce ideas off of, and we get to like love our favorite people in like different media forms. I think it's cool.
Speaking of TXT real quick, did you see the clip of TXT looking for Yeonjun and asking Moa where he is instead of calling him?
Yes. Oh yeah, I know, I saw that clip. I also Bumkyu is the most annoying person I have ever met in my life. I love him so much.
He's just standing there. Kai is there with his like iced Americano, and then as soon as like, have you guys seen Yeonjun?
Yeonjun.
Like
Yeonjun.
we keep, like as a true leader, it's like this bitch ran off again. Where is he?
Bumkyu just being the most annoying person ever. Yeonjun.
Like, I mean, just the clip of Kai and Bongyu just like chanting his name on that one video.
Boy, if you don't, like, Jesus. I'm tired of them. I'm tired. I'm freaking tired. Even though, like, Bongyu is my bias wrecker. We've talked about this, but like, he's my bias wrecker for this specific reason because he's annoying as hell.
Bongyu is a terror child, and we've already said that before.
Yes, yeah. I, you know what? I relate to his vibe, so I understand.
As an oldest sibling, that kind of doesn't work, Jess, you know?
It doesn't, but it's fine.
All right, before we go into the whole yet to come Busan, we got the behind the scene of Jin going into movie premiere.
Yes, he's so it's so interesting. I think we've talked about this of like, you know, BTS being like extremely shy when they go out to places and they're
especially alone
because he was alone, and he actually mentioned that like in the vlog. He was like, I really, you know, don't want to be here without my members, but here I am.
Oh,
it's just so sweet. And he's like, I'm just so like antisocial, and I'm just like such an introvert.
I mean, he's very, I mean, most of BTS are introverts. I think we only got like 2 extroverts in the whole line. Yeah. So,
and it's really
Jin is very much.
Sweet.
I mean, Jin is very much of an introvert, just considering like how much of a gamer he is.
Yes,
it makes sense.
It's funny because I think like, again, you know, part of the reason why he's my bias is because we're very similar, and I feel like it's the same of like, you know, we put on this like facade of extroversy so that we can like traverse the world, like him like making a sign and like holding it up for ARMY, like that kind of stuff is like our extrovert side where we can like be silly and like, you know, pretend that we can like have a social life, but realistically we're very introverted.
That's what you call being an extroverted introvert.
Yeah,
which is what I kind of consider myself, because like when I'm around people that I know, like depending on how comfortable I am, like my social battery depletes like slower, kind
Right.
of.
Yep.
But like meeting new people, then it goes down like really quick, or like depending on how
Right.
many people they are, then
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another story, like the
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah.
And like it's not that you don't necessarily want to be social, it's that your brain just cannot for that
Yeah.
long of a period of time.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just like I need my
hard.
alone time,
I appreciate like my alone time a lot more. But yeah, sometimes you gotta like put on the
Yeah,
extroversy
that's why I tell
mask.
people I like being around people.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
don't need to be actively doing something. Like
No.
I could just like sit in Discord or like sit in Zoom with you, and we
Yeah.
can do like each of our own thing, but like just knowing that someone is there,
Yeah.
and I can just like make comments or like have a little chit chat here and there. It's like it's enough for me.
Me too. I mean, that's why like on our Discord channel, like last night there was like 5 of us on and we didn't like say that many words to each
Hmm.
other, but it was just like we were just like gaming together. We were
Yeah,
just
just chilling
having a
out.
good time. And I
Hmm.
think that to me is more like spending time together and like just like being in each other's presence, I think
Yeah,
is more important than just like, having to
that
talk the
was
whole
that was
time.
something that like early-ish in our relationship, Jacob like didn't fully understand that we would just like sit in Discord and like we wouldn't talk.
Ah, yeah.
And I was just like, I just like knowing that you're on the other side.
Yeah,
Like even if
exactly.
we don't see each other, like I just like knowing that you're on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Not everyone's like that, but I
No, no.
am.
But it was really sweet. Like obviously Jin,
I mean, he's
going.
a cutie.
He's such a cutie. We've seen like all the press photos from this particular movie, so it was like really cool to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I love that Hybe is willing to take us on these like journeys with the members. And the members are like willing to have these kind of things filmed for us because it just gives us like
It
another
doesn't need, yeah,
layer.
it doesn't need to be long. It's just like to
No,
know like how they felt, like just
yeah,
it's a little thing.
it's the little things.
Really.
Yeah, it brings us closer to them in like very different ways that's not just about music. It gives us their like personal time and like their personalities on like a different level that isn't related to each other or music. And I think really like that's the main goal of chapter 2 is to like get to know each other separately from
Mm-hmm.
just being a
Get
group.
that individuality.
Yeah. And I think we're definitely seeing that, which is exciting because I can't wait for when they're all back together and it's just gonna be
Oh,
like
yeah.
mind-boggling.
All right. So last little bit of news. We got a video for the concert.
Yes, so this video is
I mean,
very
it's a trailer.
it's a trailer, so it's very similar to another video that happened for PTD Las Vegas. So it's going to be very similar to that. We got some new other things like the BTS exhibition will be selling like specific merch that's going to be just for the Proof concert. There's like specific days and all that kind of stuff. Hybe Merch has like put out all of this information. So if you want to go and you're going to Busan, and you're gonna go to like the exhibition and all of the
You gotta do your homework
events,
first.
yes, make sure you like book all your tickets and make sure you get in like now because it's gonna sell out guaranteed.
Yep.
We haven't gotten any word like on the particular like amusement park or anything like that. There hasn't been anything released just yet, but hotel packages, BTS exhibition, all that stuff is out. So, and
Yep.
Namjoon actually went to the pop-up exhibition for the concert. I saw him on Instagram. So
I mean, we also got the create your own ticket too.
we did, yeah. So you can go and create your own ticket and say which city you're from. It's actually part of a contest. So if you submit your city and then post it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, like all the social medias, you can go through a ticketing like what am I trying to say? Contest. So you get to enter your name and the link to your social media posts, and then you could enter a chance to win a ticket for the concert.
Nice.
So yeah.
All right. So let's head on into artist shout out for this week. So my artist this week is greenmoonie. I just stumbled onto their work
Ooh.
this week, and it's just like,
Oh.
just so like fluffy and comforting,
Oh my
and
god.
it's isn't it so cute?
Oh my god. The
Does
lighting.
I know, right? Doesn't it feel just like
Just
so warm and
yes.
comforting? And so I also put the link to like their imprint um shop, because it has like the whole variety of what they do. Um
Oh, I am so into it.
but yeah, it's just like it's so good. And they do like a bunch of different things, and yeah, it's just so
I
good.
love it. It's so good. My gosh.
It just like appeared on my Twitter, and I was like, oh my god. It was the Jimin with the lamp one that appeared on
Yes.
my,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh man, they are so good at that like perfect lighting effect where it's like the shadows. Oh, it's so good. So my artist this week is Chloe, I think is how you say
Oh,
it.
more pins.
Yes, more pins, of course. Of course it's more pins. So ko_e.pins is their Instagram handle. And I recently, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see a big haul that I had. And the main reason why I wanted to get an order from them is because they had a Save Me I'm Fine pin. So one way it's the I'm fine, the other way it's the Save Me. And I had to add that into my collection, being my
Yep,
like army song.
makes sense.
It had to happen. And they are like the sweetest person ever. We were actually chatting because I believe that they're from Hong Kong. So the shipping was really fast. It was like probably a week and like a little bit.
Oh wow.
So it like came to me really fast, especially because I live in Canada. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty close
It's
when you think
really
about it.
close. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And like all of the inclusions, they like included some like stickers of the pin and like a photo card for like every single one of them. Absolutely
That's so
crazy.
nice.
Yeah. No, it's like it's so sweet. So definitely go give them plenty of love.
All right, let's head on to our song of the week. So my BTS song this week is Born Sayer.
Oof.
It just kept coming on onto my playlist while I was traveling. I really don't have any like major reason apart from that.
Just
It's a good song.
it's a good song.
hits you in the feels, you know.
Oof. Oof. So many times.
And my non-BTS song is Blue Flame by Le Seraphim. It's a bop. I just love this song. Like it's one of like the songs where like you listen to it and you like, hell yeah, I can get into it, and
Yeah.
you're just like you're bopping the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I love that's actually my non-BTS song for this week is that bop OMI You produced by of course Min Suga. I don't know why, but the lyrics of the song one day this week like popped in my head and I could not remember the name of it. So I had to go on a hunt through all of my created playlists because obviously I had it on one of them. So I was just like searching. I was like, "Oh God, what's it called?" Like I had the lyrics in my brain, but I couldn't like articulate it. It was really funny. So that's my non-BTS song this week, and my BTS song this week is "Love Is Not Over." Yeah, go and listen to it. I don't know what to say. It's just so good.
No words. Just go listen to it.
Listen, Young Forever will forever be iconic. Come on. And Love Is Not Over is top tier B track.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So it needs to be added to your playlist. If you've seen mine, then you know it's like it's a prominent figure on most of my playlists. So
Sorry. I just Hit my boo-boo.
Oh no.
All right, let's wrap this up. So, as usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any platform where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at Army Think Tank or at Army Think Tank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.